This is the St. Francis Animal Clinic website. The main purpose for this website is to provide information about the clinic and its services to current and potential clients. We propose to apply a relational database that will allow St. Francis staff members to log into a personal account that enables them to create client reports. This database will allow staff members to locate information about their clients, including their names, passwords, and contact information. Staff members can also use this database to acquire the names and birth dates of their clients' pets. This database is designed to allow staff from the St. Francis Animal Clinic access to client and pet information from the website. In order to do this, we had to create tables that contained client name information, login credentials, and contact information, as well as a table containing the pet information that this data would relate to. Viewed here is the client name information table. Next is the client login table, listing the client's usernames and passwords. Next, we have client contact information, which includes phone numbers, email addresses, and physical mailing addresses. Finally, a table for pet information is provided, including pet names and dates of birth in order to account for any overlap in name information. Here, we demonstrate three different types of relationships. First, there is a one-to-one relationship between the client login table and the client name information table. This allows staff of the clinic to search a client's last name and find their related username or password, or vice versa. We can also see a one-to-many relationship between the client name information table and the contact information table. This allows staff to find relationships between a client's last name and their phone number or email address, for example. Finally, a many-to-many relationship exists between the client name information table and the pet information table, with a junction table in between to facilitate the many-to-many relationship. Through this established relationship, staff members can see all related pet information for a client based on just their last and/or first name. Here is one sample report generated showing the result of a query by username for a client's related last name. We can also see here a report generated when searching for pet information based on a client's last name. In the updated website, staff would be able to log in to a searchable area where they are able to query for the information set up in this database. Upon login, staff would be prompted to enter a client's last name and select the information they would like to retrieve based on that client's name. In this case, typing in the last name McSorley and selecting Client Login Credentials from the drop-down menu results in staff obtaining the username and login for this client. This would be particularly relevant and useful in the event that a client forgets their password to their online account. In the same way, staff can query by a client's last name and retrieve pet information. In this case, Mr. Smith has 2 pets, and date of birth information for those pets is retrieved as well. Finally, a client's contact information can be retrieved by querying the last name as well. In this case, phone numbers and a mailing address were listed for Mr. Berenstein. This function allows staff members to develop mailings or contact clients without the need of any information other than basic name data. These functions are supported and are consistent with the relationships illustrated previously within the database. Thank you for joining us in our tour of this database and our proposed changes to the St. Francis Animal Clinic website.